Hey there kids, we're just going to do a quick PowerPoint presentation on the rules and regulations of netball and all you need to know about netball. Alright, so let's start with the court. So the court is about 100 feet to 50 feet and is divided into 1, 2, 3 thirds. Netball is played over 4 15-minute quarters, so it's an hour long. So a proper netball game will be an hour long. Okay, so the rules and regulations of netball. There are 20 laws in netball. These laws need to be followed in order for the game to be fair and equal. Okay, so we're just going to start off with a couple of the main laws in netball. So netball is a non-contact sport, so you're not allowed to forcibly or accidentally touch someone else, or a foul will be given and the ball will be awarded to the other team. There are 7 players in a netball team, so you've got the goal shooter, goalkeeper, goal defence, wing defence, centre, wing attack and goal attack. The ball is not allowed to be held for longer than 3 seconds. Okay, so if the ball is held for longer than 3 seconds, the umpire will blow his whistle and say held ball, and the ball will be awarded to the other team. Okay, so you're not allowed to wear jewellery, so earrings, necklaces all need to come off before you are allowed to play a netball game, or the umpire is allowed to say that you're not allowed to play due to you're wearing jewellery. Okay, so there is an offside rule, okay? So once you're given a position, you have to stay where you're allowed to go. So for example, if you give you the centre, if you've got a centre bib on, you're allowed to go anywhere in the court apart from the semicircles, and if you go in them semicircles, the umpire will blow their whistle and say offside, and you'll have the ball will be awarded to the other team. Okay, so there is footwork in netball, so you're not allowed to run with the ball. And if you run with the ball, you will be a foul to the other team. So say if you catch the ball, you have to land 1, 2. If you walk around other than that, you'll get a foul. So then you're allowed to pivot, so you can turn in other directions in order for you to throw the ball to the other teams. So obstruction. So when a player has the ball and is going to pass or going to shoot, you have to stay at least 3 feet or 1 metre away from that player, and from there you are allowed to put your arms up like that, but you have to be at least 3 feet or 1 metre away, otherwise it will be a foul and the ball will be awarded to the other team. Okay, shooting. So the only 2 people that are allowed to shoot are the goal shooter and the goal attack, and they have to shoot in the semicircles. Okay, so when they're taking a shot, they have to be in the semicircle or the shot won't be allowed, and they're the only 2 players who are allowed to shoot. Okay, so there is such thing as a short pass. Okay, so when you're throwing and passing in netball, you're not allowed to be too close. So if you're that close and you're trying to throw the ball to someone right next to you, okay, you can't do that. Nails. So nails have to be really short, they have to be below your nail bud. And if they're too long, the umpire will say, sorry, your nails are too long, and you won't be allowed to play netball, because we don't want you hurting other players or even hurting yourself. So there are more rules of netball, but we're not going to go through them because there's so many, there's 20. So there are fouls and sanctions, okay? So I'll just go over substitution. So you are allowed to substitute as much as you can, but you're only allowed to substitute in the half time, or someone has to be injured for you to be able to swap players. You can't just swap players whenever you want for no reason. Alright, a goal is scored when the goal shooter or goal attack completely throws the ball through the hoop, and then a point will be awarded. The methods of victory. So if you scored the most points in the game, you obviously have won the game. And if you if it's a draw, sometimes we'll have a rematch at a later date. Going back now. Okay, so sorry about that, technical difficulty. But now we're going to go through some examples of unlawful situations in netball. So you've got if a player is in a legal position, so offside, the umpire will blow their whistle and they'll literally do this movement. This means that that player is in a legal position and the ball will be awarded to the other team. An illegal challenge, so depending on where it is, this person is showing that the person's been contacted on their shoulder, so they'll go like that, saying that there's contact being on their shoulder. There's also contact on the leg, or there's also contact on the hip. And when the umpires blow their whistle and show them positions, the ball will be awarded to the other team. There is also an illegal shot. Okay, so like I said previously, the only 2 people allowed to shoot is the goal shooter and the goal attack. So if anyone else tries to shoot, that won't be awarded. And if they're outside of the semicircle, that will be illegal as well. You won't be allowed to that. That brings us to the end of the PowerPoint. and about all you need to know and the rules and regulations of netball. Okay, so now you know about netball. Go and practice it, kids.